Good morning. Happy Monday. I did hear something awful. I didn't even realize it was a holiday today until there's no preschool. And I'd like to do better at recognizing holidays like this. Anyway, welcome to the Leveraged Expert, helping you make more money on your expertise with my twice a week micro lessons. And today I am talking about my formula for effective webinars. It's the 30-40-30 approach. If you're watching live, let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know if you're curious about the 30-40-30 approach. But anyway, let's get into this. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kathleen Selmans, and I am a marketing strategist, and I help entrepreneurs make more money on their digital products. My mission is to help you make as much money on your digital products as you are making on Mediavine if you're a blogger, or affiliate marketing if you're a blogger, or freelance writing if you're a blogger. I believe we are at the very beginning of making money on the internet, and so sometimes it feels like everything's already been done before. But I feel like I think could have been said when Shakespeare was writing. Everything had already been written, right? But I think we are going to, in 20 years' time, look back on this time as this apex, this beginning. We're starting to see more people work remotely, even working for other people. And so I'm really dedicated to the idea that you have something in you that you can teach others and make money off of it. And this month, all of my video content is focusing on webinars because it is a really good way to showcase your expertise and leverage you as an expert and help get more of your stuff sold. So like I said, we are going to talk about the 30-40-30 approach. And this is my formula for an effective webinar. When you set up a webinar, it's really easy to go astray, right? So doing the wrong thing during a webinar is kind of like making a wrong turn when you're driving somewhere. Chances are you'll be able to course correct and get back to your destination and still make it to the end point. But if you make enough wrong turns, you're not going to end up where you want to go. So the first 30% of your webinar needs to be about transformation. You need to talk about where your audience member is now and where they are going to be after they have found the solution that you're offering. So when you're developing your webinar, you need to really think about the end point. What one problem, what big uncomfortable problem are you solving with your offer? And then the middle 40% is teaching about your topic. So your 5 steps, your 20 mistakes, whatever framework you end up using, that's when you do this high level overview. And the part of the teach that is really important is that you're not getting into the nuts and bolts. What you're doing instead is you are establishing yourself as the expert, the person that needs to be paid attention to, the one who knows what they're doing. And you want to give them just enough. So you want to make sure that you are giving people what they need, because you don't want to waste their time, right? So you don't want the 45 minutes or hour or whatever they're spending with you. You don't want them to feel like it was a waste, but you also don't want to give away 5 months of content in 45 minutes. So there's a balance there. And I think of it as like the appetizer, right? You want to offer just enough so that they still want to eat the main course, which is what you're offering when they buy whatever it is you're selling. And so that teaching leads up to the last 30%, which is transaction. And this is where I see people go wrong, because I'm sitting here telling you, yes, you need to spend 30% of your webinar talking about the sale. That is a lot more, by about 20-25% more than people are comfortable typically setting up the sale. But there's a whole host of research behind why you want to set it up that way. And and it's, you know, you offer value and then you tell them again and then you lead it up. There's this whole thing about this offer stack that the data does not lie. And so even though when you're doing it yourself, and especially if you're doing it live and you've done it a bunch of times, it really sounds like you've repeated yourself. And how could anybody not know what you mean by now? But remember that everybody is new to it except you. So when you're setting it up, you tell them like, you get this and this thing. And that is why people end up buying from you. Hi, Anthony. Thank you for joining. And so that's like, I really love setting people up with that transaction, because what we do when we work with people is we give them the whole thing. And so we just say, hey, we've set it up for you. All you have to do is read it. And then when they're reading it, then it doesn't feel like they're selling. They don't feel sales. They don't feel yucky, whatever. Hi, Charlotte. And so that's like, that to me is like the real, benefit. So those are the three things you should be setting yourself up for. It's the 30-40-30 approach: transform, teach, transact. And if you want to learn more, like I said, I'll be talking about webinars the rest of January. I'm live Mondays and Wednesdays at 8:45. And one thing I think I've messed up is I think I'm live on my personal page, but usually it's on my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/KathleenSelmans.com, but you have to spell out KathleenSelmans.com. Anyway, I'll see you guys Wednesday. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.